Okay, now we're going to look at scenario management, and then we'll also take a look at controlling some of our design. In a previous design run, we've been left with catch bases that have 2-foot sumps in them. We'd like to reconcile that, remove those sumps. And then we'd also, if we take a look at the profile here, this first pipe here, which is the outlet going into the pond, we'd like to fix the slope there and prevent it from being redesigned in the future. And then here you see the sumps that we'd like to take out. So let's first look at this pipe here, and we'll look at the properties for this pipe. So what we want to do is we do need to design the conduit for size, and so we'll leave that as true so that we get the size appropriately to carry the water. But we do not want to design the inverts. We're going to lock those, and so I'll set those to false for the start and the stop invert. Okay. And then I'm going to check my manipulators here, and you see I've got a 0% slope that came from that previous design. And so I want to lock that at a 0.5 slope. And then that's going to force a redesign of the entire network. Now the next thing that we want to do then is we want to address these sumps, and that's where we get into scenario management. So if I open my scenarios, then here you see this is the design that we did before. We've also got our analysis scenario that we've not looked at. And so what I want to do is I want to create a new scenario without those sumps. So let's make a new child scenario. And at this point then, if we look at the properties of that new scenario, we'll see that it's exactly the same as base design. And what we're going to do is we're going to change these design constraints here. Now right now we don't have, we only have the base design. So what we want to do is we want to make a new one, and we'll call it no sumps to match. And then in our alternatives then, we can take a look at the one we just created. And so here is the base design, and here is the no sumps that we just created. And you'll notice here in our design constraints, this is where we can change constraints for velocity and a minimum and maximum of slope. We can also change our cover constraints, but what we're interested in at this point in time is that for our nodes we want to remove this sump constraint, and so I'm just going to change all those to 0. Okay, and so now we have created a new design set of design constraints, and then those design constraints have been assigned to the scenario. Okay, and so now we'll just compute for this new set of constraints. And so now you see we've removed the sumps in our new design, and we should see that this slope is still locked at 0.5%. And then we can look at our profile, and so now we can see that we've got a at least for these constraints, a better design. The sumps are gone, and we see we've got a design of looks like flowing about 3/4 full.